It finally happened. The moment every Samsung fan was waiting for. Andy Bowier, the man behind TT Technology, just dropped what looks like the first official Galaxy S26 Ultra leak, and the internet is going insane. The video was short, clean, and straight up powerful. A perfect teaser for what's about to become Samsung's biggest launch in years. That single image he shared tells you everything. The Galaxy S26 Ultra stands there in that deep matte blue finish, looking every bit like a next-generation powerhouse. The quad-camera layout, the refined body, the new symmetry, it all screams confidence. But it's not just the design. It's the raw specs that hit hard. A massive 6.9-inch 120Hz QHD Plus display. Qualcomm's brand new Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. A 200-megapixel main camera supported by a 12-megapixel ultra-wide and dual telephoto lenses. 3 and 5 times optical zoom. The kind of setup that tells you Samsung's not here to compete anymore. They're here to dominate. And the details Andy revealed make it even clearer. A 5,500 mAh battery. 65W fast charging. One UI 8.0 built on Android 14. An expected price of $1,299. Pricey, yes, but when you look at what this device is shaping up to be, it sounds less like overkill and more like Samsung flexing its full power. When Andy posts something like this, it's never random. It usually means something big is about to go official. And just when people started catching their breath, TechDroider decided to shake the internet again. This time, not with numbers, but with color. He posted a photo showing 3 S26 Ultra units lined up like jewels, a bold pink, a stunning baby blue, and a fierce, glossy orange. His caption, "Everybody's a gangsta until the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra steps in, the final boss." That one line captured exactly what everyone was thinking, because those phones don't even look like phones anymore. They look like collectibles. Each color has a story. The pink is soft but powerful. It's premium with personality. The blue feels futuristic, calm, and classy. And that orange, that's the loud one, the confident one. The color that says, yeah, I'm using the Ultra. Samsung isn't just launching a phone here, they're launching a statement. What's really genius about these two leaks is how perfectly they complement each other. Andy gave us the facts, the performance, the specs, the serious side. TechDroider showed us the soul, the design, the energy, the lifestyle Samsung's aiming for. Put them together and you start seeing what the S26 Ultra really represents. A shift. A balance between raw technology and emotional appeal. And honestly, this feels like Samsung's redemption arc. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra launch is getting closer, and just when we thought we had everything figured out, things have completely changed. Most of the earlier leaks seemed locked in, but the latest updates flipped the script in a big way. At first glance, it might not look like a massive shift, but these changes could finally bring the upgrades we've all been waiting for from Samsung. In design, features, cameras, and even performance. Samsung made a lot of questionable decisions with the S25 Ultra, from removing Bluetooth from the S Pen to reusing the same camera hardware. And here's something most people didn't even realize. The display panel wasn't the newer M14 version that Samsung developed. It was the older M13. Ironically, Apple was the first to use Samsung's own M14 display tech in the iPhone 16 Pro. But with the S26 Ultra, that's all about to change. This time, Samsung is going all in with massive upgrades that fans have been waiting for years. The leaks confirm that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is going to be thinner and lighter than ever, measuring just 7.9 millimeters and weighing 217 grams. That makes it one of the slimmest and most comfortable flagships coming next year. The grip and overall feel have also been refined compared to the S25 Ultra. The corners are now slightly rounded, and the edges have a smooth chamfered finish, giving the phone a softer, more polished feel in hand. From the back, the new camera design sits on a slightly raised island that sticks out around 4.5 millimeters. It looks cleaner, sleeker, and far more premium than the separated camera rings from the previous model. Even the S Pen has been tweaked. The curved tip now fits perfectly into the body's frame, completing the phone's seamless and unified look. The S26 Ultra keeps its large 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display, but this time it's powered by Samsung's latest M14 panel with CoE technology. This new display brings higher brightness, richer colors, and better power efficiency, which means longer battery life overall. There's also a really cool new feature called Flex Magic Pixel, designed to protect your privacy when you're out in public by limiting side visibility. It's one of those small touches that feels genuinely useful. When it comes to the cameras, Samsung is keeping the same 4 sensor setup, but with some big upgrades hidden behind the glass. The main and periscope zoom cameras are getting new sensors, while the ultra-wide and 3x telephoto lenses stay the same but with refined image processing. The result should be sharper detail, better low-light shots, and an overall more balanced camera experience. Battery-wise, Samsung is sticking with the same 5000 mAh capacity, but because of the new, more efficient chipset and display tech, you can expect noticeably better battery life. The charging speeds are finally getting an upgrade too. 60-watt wired charging and 25-watt wireless charging with magnetic alignment, just like Apple's MagSafe. Samsung's also improving its thermal management, which means less heat and smoother sustained performance even during heavy use. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The S26 Ultra will run on the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, but Exynos is officially making a comeback. Samsung's new Exynos 2600 will power the S26 lineup in most regions, including the Ultra. If you're in the US, China, or Japan, you'll still get the Snapdragon version. But for everyone else, Korea, Europe, the UK, it's Exynos time again. And this time, it's different. The Exynos 2600 is built on Samsung's advanced 2nm process, and early numbers are looking wild. It's not just about catching up with Snapdragon or Apple anymore. It might actually outperform them. If these leaks hold true, this could be the first time in years that Exynos takes the lead, and that's a huge deal. This shift back to Exynos isn't just a random move, it's a smart strategy. Snapdragon chips have become incredibly expensive, especially the custom for Galaxy versions that Samsung pays Qualcomm for. While those chips deliver fantastic performance, they also push production costs through the roof, forcing Samsung to cut corners in other areas, like reusing camera sensors or using older display panels. Now, by bringing chip production back in-house, Samsung can cut costs without compromising on innovation. That means they can finally focus on giving us real upgrades across the board. Better displays, smarter cameras, and improved battery life, without having to hold anything back. If Samsung pulls this off the way leaks suggest, the S26 Ultra could mark a real turning point in their entire flagship strategy. And that's exciting, because it means the Ultra might finally live up to its name again. As for the launch, reliable tipster Ice Universe reports that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is being delayed from its usual January release window to March 2026. The good news? The price will remain the same as the S25 Ultra, starting at $1,199. Considering the upgrades, that's actually pretty impressive. The S26 Ultra feels like more than just another yearly refresh. It's Samsung's comeback moment. Thinner, lighter, with a next-gen display, refined cameras, faster charging, and the return of Exynos power. Everything about this phone points to a brand that's finally listening and pushing forward again. So, what do you think about these new leaks? Are you excited about Exynos making a comeback, or do you still trust Snapdragon more? Let me know in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.